friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this Crockpot meal, and we're going to make peppered steaks. And this is a great meal for Sunday dinner, or if you want to put this on and do all the prep work the day before and just dump everything into your crock pot and leave for work and come back. It is an excellent meal to make. So this is what we're going to have for Sunday dinner. And so for this, what you're going to need, you're going to need some steaks, and this is some top blade steaks, and it's sliced thinly. So I have 2 packs of this because this is for 2 days, so it's for tonight's dinner and for Monday's dinner. I also have already chopped up some scallions, some onions, green red peppers, orange red peppers, red bell peppers, and yellow bell peppers. I have here some ginger, some chopped ginger, and some chopped garlic. Now this is about 6 roughly chopped garlic cloves. And all of my bell peppers, I've used like a quarter each and chopped it up. This is an arm of a garlic, what is this? A ginger root. And this is a half of onion. And this is 1 whole scallion. I also have some Sazon here, some garlic powder, some diced tomatoes. If you have crushed tomatoes, that is fine also. I have 1 chipotle, a can of chipotle peppers, because I want to use 1 pepper to bring up a little bit of the spiciness in this dish. I have some onion powder, onion powder, and I have a little bit of Tony Chitari seasoning. And the only other thing that I have that I need to put up here is some soy sauce. And I also have a slurry that's made, and that is simply warm water and 2 tablespoons of flour. If you don't have flour, you can use cornstarch. And you can use cornstarch, but since I don't have cornstarch, I'm using flour, and it's just a thickening agent, so I'm going to get the same results. And then I am using my new Bella Diamond crock pot. This thing is so nice. It is really huge, as you see, and you can use this and set the timer from anywhere from 4 to 20 hours. It is a really great pot. So I really love how deep it is. I love that. I love this design. I love that it's black because it looks great in my kitchen, as well as with the silver accents here. And so this is really easy to use. And we turn the power on and we begin to set how long we want this to cook. So this is going to cook from 4.5 to 5 hours. So actually I'm going to take it down. Let me see. To 4.5 hours. That should be enough time because our meat here is cut very thinly. So I'm going to wash our meat, and then I am going to place it on over in here, and then you will see the other steps. Okay, so what I need to do first is I need to lightly brown or kind of halfway sear my meat. And so what I'm going to do now that I've washed it, I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning on it, because a lot of the seasoning is going to seep in when I'm cooking this. So I'm just going to season it lightly, and then we're going to sear it. So first I have my grapeseed oil here, and I'm going to pour just a little bit of grapeseed oil. And I'm using the grapeseed oil because it has a heat point that's higher than olive oil. So we're going to let that get hot actually, and then we'll begin lightly searing our meat. Okay, so here I have all of my seasonings that I mentioned to you, and I also added some black pepper in here, so I'm going to mix it up. And I used a half a teaspoon of all of the seasonings. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to lightly season all of our meat, and then we will rub it all over. Okay, and then we'll just begin to flip it. And then we're going to repeat that same process on the other side. Now, like I said, this is really easy and something that can be done the night before. And yeah, by the time you get home, it is done. And that crock pot has a warming element, and so it won't just cut it off, it will just keep it warm. And yeah, and so that way, once we get home, we can create any other sides that we want to go with it, and dinner will be ready. Okay, so I'm just going to massage this in, and I'm just using a plastic bag that I opened up simply because I don't want to dirty up any other dishes, and this is a way that I can just eliminate that another dish to wash. And so now our pot is hot, and we're going to add our meat. Like I said, it's just really going to be a quick sear, and that's going to bring in some extra flavor into this. Okay, that's enough for now because I don't want to crowd it, and then I'll get my tongs and we will turn it over. Okay, so this is how this meat is looking. Like I said, we just want to cook it down, and it makes this gravy, and we're going to make sure we're going to put all of that gravy over in our crock pot. Okay, so as you see, I began to place our meat on in here, and it smells so good. So good. And just make sure, you know, we're not trying to cook this because we don't want the meat to be dry. And in the crock pot, you know, it holds in the moisture anyway, but we don't want it to overcook. We still want it to have some texture. And so now I'm going to add the sauce from the pot. Okay. Okay, now we will begin adding all of our vegetables, and that will season it. So there's some of the onions and the shallots on in there. Yes. And then we're going to add some of our bell peppers. Now, if you wanted to, you could have done this in layers, and I guess I could have too, but it's all going to cook down anyway. And oh, it smells good already. And now I'm adding some more of our peppers and our ginger in here. And then I'm just going to mix it up because I want it to get all down in here. Yes, 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 yes. All right. And we're going to add the last bit of our vegetables. Okay. And then I have my Sazon pack here, and I'm going to rip it open. I'm going to have 2 packs, and I'm going to put 2 packs of the Sazon seasoning in there. Okay, and this is my 2 packs of Sazon. I love that stuff also. Okay. And all that deliciousness is going to meld down while that's cooking. Now the last thing we need to add is our slurry mixture. Okay, this is our slurry mixture. Like I said, it's just simply some flour and some water, or if you would like, you can use cornstarch and water, And I would say this is about a cup and a half of water. We don't want it to be soupy. And this is our thickening agent here. Yes. All right. Okay, so we had our timer on for 4:30, so we're already at 4:25. We're going to place the top on here. And, oh, wait. Before we do that, we need to add our diced tomatoes and 1 chipotle pepper. I almost forgot about them. So let me go ahead and open these cans. Okay, so here is one, and it's like a half. It was a little small piece of chipotle. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to add our tomatoes here. And you can get rid of some of the juice, because like I said, we don't want this to be soupy. And they're already diced, so if you can use stewed or whatever. So these are some diced tomatoes. All right. And now we'll place the top on here, and we're ready to simmer, to cook. All right, so here is the finished meal. Look at that, doesn't that look good? Oh, and it smells delicious. I'm about to make our plates. And see, it's not it hadn't cooked too much because it's not falling apart, but I tasted it and it's so tender. And so I'll show you what I will be pairing this with today. All right, so here is dinner. So with my pepper steak, I have some white rice. I have some butternut squash that I have roasted in the oven with some brown sugar, butter, and a little bit of honey. We have some sauteed kale, and we have cornbread. Guys, it smells amazing in here. And so what we're going to drink with this tonight, I made a big pitcher of sweet tea, and this is Sunday dinner. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe of peppered steak. Well, actually Crockpot peppered steak, and it is so tender. And as I stated before, I tasted it and it tastes very, very good. A lot of you guys have reached out to me and let me know that you've tried some of my recipes and you're liking them, so that makes me very, very happy. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but before I go, you know what I always say: the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.